Hey friends, welcome back. Let me make sure things are proper volumes, all that good stuff. Maybe? Yeah, it works for me. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna tweet out real quick and then we'll get started. How about that? Whatever. Decided I don't want to. Also, I totally forgot to plug in my tablet. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, here we go. Silly me. Alright. We're gonna do some art today. I need to force myself to actually get something done. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Everything's plugged in. We're good to go. Welcome everyone. Hey, if you caught my stream the other day, I was working on the diner, and we're gonna be working on some cobblestone paths today. A little bit. So yeah. Here we go. I was working already. I like what I have, but it looks like there's a hard border on some of this stuff, so I want to try to avoid that. I don't know. Oops, shit. This is the grass layer. Okay, cool. Let's see. I just need to be careful about where I'm placing stuff. It's not a huge deal. But some of this, I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, some of these fine details, really, I just need to... This is a cool remix of Kapora Gabora's theme. Rain of Time. I just want to avoid anything that looks like hard lines. Like this looks a little weird. It's too muddy. I don't know. Honestly, I kind of like it. This one was the first one I did, so it's not my favorite. But we will... we'll be working on this for a little bit today. Yeah, this down here maybe. Dog's barking. My dog, that is. Yeah, it looks kind of muddy, but I think altogether it won't look bad once it's like actually arranged like tiles. So I'm not too worried. I can always mess around with it. It doesn't have to be... I'm not working for the final version right now. Really, I just want something that resembles cobblestone. Because I really like cobblestone paths, like streets and shit. This one here? Yeah. Oh, that's another reason why that one looks flat. Let's continue on. Yeah, just adding a couple highlights here and there is kind of nice. I think that adds a really good dimension to it. So look at, there's this big vertical column right here. Let's make this a diagonal in some capacity. Yeah, they're still like this. The next one I do, I will put a little more thought into. I was working on these late last night. Sure. That's pretty good. Do some of there. Sure. There we go. Yeah, okay, that's nice. Okay. Ultimately, yeah, like I said, I'll be moving stuff around a little bit. I take it back, I am gonna tweet. Okay. Shit. Throwing stuff all over the place. Just have to be careful. I don't want the darkness to be... I don't want the darkest color to be located on the... Shit. Located on the edges too much, because then it starts looking like a border, and it's not a border. It's tightly packed cobblestone, though I want to show some like wear and age. So let's see. Let's start with, let's see, what is this, our darkest? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we'll go up 2 shades, and we'll start drawing some kind of big shapes that can be cobbly. Just make them loose. This is typically how I go about this kind of thing. Plot some colors in, don't be afraid to do so. And then we'll fill in all of the texturing in a sec. Okay, maybe some of that. Oops. Whoa, where'd I get that blue from? That was scary. Alright. Yeah, so we're going to turn this into this. We'll see that in a second. So, this will end up looking pretty dark. So let's see. Really, this darkest color won't be visible very often. Oops. Actually, let's do highlights first. I like doing highlights first. Actually, separate this, separate that. Sure. Put some highlights on there. Those kind of mirror each other, so maybe I'll split that up a little bit. Let's see. All right, looks good to me. Let's put some extra highlighting some places, a little more sparse. That over there. Okay, so now let's do some of the lower lights. Get some extra texturing in there. Sometimes I almost do, shit, what the hell is that called? I can't even remember. Look at me, pixel art boy. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I like that actually a lot. Really, this second darkest color is I'm just using to add some texture to the separations between these rocks and the cobblestone. It lets me, yeah, show more depth than there probably really needs to be. So that's cool. Not perfect. We just have huge clumps of this lighter color. Welcome everybody if you're watching. Just doing some pixel art right now, doing some cobblestone paths that I'll be putting into the town of my game. Might do some code in a little bit. Right now we're just hanging out. This looks a little out of place almost. Ooh, I don't like that. I'll do that. Works for me. Looks not too bad. Not too bad. I could probably stand to do some more highlighting actually. Like it kind of looks not too dark, but just too one note. So yeah, let's do a little bit of extra highlights in here. How are we looking? Not bad. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. We'll do a little bit in here. Yeah, maybe a little bit in here. Oh, now that pixel is bad. The darker pixel in there. Yeah, that's nice. It looks messy, and it's meant to. It's cobblestone. It's gonna look a little messy. So, and I'm kind of developing my own techniques for this anyway, so it's not like there's any science to this. I'm just seeing kind of what looks good, how I can improve this to make it better. Not too bad. All right. This is a problem. Oops. That looks way better. Dark pixel in there can do wonders. It's like right here, maybe? Yeah. It's really just making sure that things aren't too clumped up. I think you can easily run into an issue where things just get very clumpy. If you have too many pixels of the same color next to each other when you're doing something like cobblestone, then the patterns will be more easily recognizable, and you can lose a lot of like cool fidelity, I think. That's pretty vertical. And you know, as humans, we're trained, we just easily pick out things like horizontal and vertical lines really easily. So if you can avoid, I don't know, you have to really look at your sprites, make sure that things, unless that's like artistically what you're going for, right? It's important to know what your style is going to be for your game or project or whatever it might be. But again, this is just absolute art layman's advice, so take it with a grain of salt. Okay, we can go ahead and move on to the next one, and these will be used to basically auto tile things. So today I really want to I want to make these 9 squares for my grass, like I did for my grass, right? And then I will make a border between the two. And hopefully that'll be like a curb with some nice kind of like grass wrapping over that. So we'll do that in a sec. So once again, come in here, lay in the darkest color. Just kind of throw some shapes on here. This is one part that I had a lot of trouble starting, like, this is a hard part of pixel art that I had a difficulty, wow, my brain, when I was first starting working on pixel art, because I'm very like methodical and I tend to over-engineer things before putting pen to paper, so it's hard for me to just like resign myself to throwing colors down. But with some of the pixel art stuff, you just have to start drawing, see what happens. Okay, do a little bit of brightening up of things. And with stuff like cobblestone and paths, you don't necessarily have to worry too much about light direction, especially if you're using like lighting systems in your game, right? If everything is just always top lit, then especially you don't need to worry about it. But I have a sort of diagonal light angle, like you can see it on my tea shop, like the light is coming from up in this direction, coming down from the top right. So Stuff like that, sometimes you have to worry, but with something as simple as like textures for the ground, for the most part, you can kind of get away with acting as though everything is on the same plane. I really like this Stardew, the recent Game Chops Stardew stuff. That was really cool. Okay, maybe let's put a lighter pixel in there. Oops. Okay. That's looking pretty good. All right, happy with that. Okay. Again, not final stuff, but enough that I will be able to put into my game and use to kind of flip everything out. And then I can always update the tile set later on. Honestly, I'm gonna try this one, just kind of putting colors down. Those are two straight lines. It worked when I was just blobbing things in, but let's be a little more careful. Take it back immediately. Okay, some extra brightness in here. Okay. Okay. Let's flesh out this darkness a little bit. Usually with textures, you find yourself kind of, I don't know, working for the most clarity, for the most fidelity, and it's interesting working on stuff like this for a while, because then I feel like it's the exact opposite. Like your biggest goal is to make things as muddy as possible while still being readable as like cobblestone or whatever, right? And we'll see. I think I'm at least partially successful. I'm not totally done with... Okay, that's pretty good. Not totally done with the diner yet either. I need to add some grass along the front. I want to add a chimney up here as well, and this shading up in the top right is temporary. But for now, I might even just plop this in because it's the shape is at least finished. The chimney is the only thing that will further define the shape, so I may do that today as well. This file select for Stardew Valley. Think so? Maybe? I feel like until I start doing the darker color, it's hard for me to see this as cobblestone, but once I start adding in the this color, things start really coming together. Okay, we'll toss some up here. Oh man. Having to fake randomness, it honestly like comes out to be a noise texture. I should have just written a program that would make 16 by 16 noise texture. That would have been positively easy. Excuse me. Okay. It's pretty decent for that one. This is a little smaller, but they don't all have to look the exact same. Look here. I think it gets a little dark in here. Again, pretty fine with that. Just want to make sure that it doesn't look too regular in any specific part. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think so. I could sit here changing pixel art all fucking day, but won't mean anything. Alright. Nearly finished with our cobblestone textures. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Just hanging out, doing some pixel art. for my game. And yeah. I need to go on break for one moment. I'll be right back. Please listen to some music. BRB. Sorry about that. I am back. Had to run outside, move cars around. Okay, so my goal is to finish this up, do the curbs, and then I'll probably have to call it then because I have some more housework I need to do today. Add this darker color in. See if we can't finish this up here in a sec. Pretty gross, actually. Yeah, not bad. Definitely less pleased with this one, I think. Though that may change in a sec. Everything just looks very horizontal. Let's put a little bit here. It gets very dark in the middle. Sure. Let's do that. Okay, works for me. Not get hung up on the details when I'll probably end up changing it 3 times before the end of the game anyway. Or before the end of the game's development, yeah. Okay. Usually when I'm doing like really highlights, I'll make sure everything is, I don't know, concurrent, like this pixel and then this pixel, but in this case I think separating them between the shades will help. Yeah, let's add some of this dark color. And in my game, I have the palette that I worked on for quite a while, this palette, which you can see in the top left. And if you're watching this, either live or after the fact, and you would like my palette, I can put it somewhere that will be accessible, if that's something that people would be interested in. Maybe on the Verdancy Vale subreddit, once the time comes for that to be more relevant. In this case, I'm adding back this darkest color because I think there's not enough contrast in some places. Like here is the opposite issue. Really, I don't like there being the same color 2 in a row, even, or 3 in a row. For something like cobblestone. With some exceptions, but I think that's a pretty good rule for how I'm doing it. Again, take all this with a grain of salt. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then it shows some dark areas over here and then lighter areas. That's pretty good. Some of them are definitely muddier than other, are definitely smaller than others. But I like how this is set up, for sure. All right. That's pretty good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, these, the ones that I did, yeah. It just looks like, yeah, well, actually, honestly, I kind of take back what I just said about muddiness, about adding not 2 in a row, because I think it helps it look more like the rest of everything. Sure. Alright. I always, it's like 1 pixel that I see every time I zoom out. Doesn't matter. Okay. Here's my cobblestone. I like that. So what we need now is to make, let's make a curb. So I'm either going to, I'm gonna outline this in brown. It's not gonna be brown, but either the curb will be in the middle somewhere, right? And then it'll be grass on one side and cobblestone on the other. Or it'll be, let's do right, actually no, let's do right here. Or it'll be half of the curb up here, then cobblestone, and then we have, for instance, in this one, the rest of the curb, and then grass. There are advantages and disadvantages to both of these, I think. It really just depends on, I guess, how big of the space I need to use, right? But there are definitely advantages to both. I think in my previous iteration of grass, I had done more of this. No, well, no, I did more of this kind, which I don't think I like quite as much, because at that point then I'm just making another one of these big tiles of cobblestone or grass. But if I do something like this, then I can make it more special, make the curb more pronounced. So I think I'll do something more like this. Okay. So yes, I'll do that. I'll just move this somewhere over here. All right, so what we're gonna do first is make our curb. I might honestly make them almost like red clay. That might be kind of cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool, halfway. I do kind of like the curbs being red. I think that would add an interesting flavor to both the grass and the cobblestone, especially the cobblestone. I think it would look really cool with the cobblestone. So let's see how we can make this. Let's see, it would be, oops. Actually, it needs to be like this, and then we'll say like, oops. That. Easy curve. Just kidding. That's really stupid. Really, it should be more like this. Oh shit. You know, in theory I like red, but ultimately there's enough blue in my gray that I think there's too much contrast. Maybe. And maybe part of it too is that it should be bigger. Maybe I should make it like a big ass curb. Like this, and then say maybe... yeah, something like this. This is down, and then it flattens out here. Really, it shouldn't be even. I think that's the main part that I'm messing up. It shouldn't be even. This is a hard drop off, so really interesting. Yeah, I don't have a red dark enough in my palette unless I use this orange. This orange might be okay, actually. Something like this. Kind of burnt orange. Let's say... oh, so that's right under... oops. This isn't exactly what it'll look like, but there's that, and then... well, there wouldn't be any on top either. Interesting. I'm probably gonna end up scrapping the red and the orange. Yeah, it just doesn't look like it flows evenly. Like if you were gonna pave a road, you wouldn't switch to do like bricks, probably. Let me look up some... let me look up, see if I can find anything that would be a useful reference. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. A lot of people with cobblestones use bigger stones, like big rectangular stones for the curbs. So maybe I should pull like this. Let's do like this. Actually, oops. Okay, and then we'll do like this. And then cover this in. We do maybe, actually, something like this. It's not bad. Then, oops, you could have a lighter color up here. Not perfect, but it's kind of cool. I think I like it, actually. It might be too even, but I think that's cool. Oops. The question is that readable? My answer would be no. So really, this also needs to go here to show the difference between there and maybe this should be like this. It's not terrible. Not terrible. With this also we would add grass wrapping over and under and whatever. Since this is one tile, we can do whatever we want, and as long as we enter and exit on the same, really I would make this even, but in fact I'll do that right now. Like a smart boy. Well, actually, that's still not even, and it's not going to be even because I didn't make this even because I'm not a smart boy. There we go. Make it to, actually, no, what I should do is put it here, make both of these like this. And then that would give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the other side. Then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So really I can move it over to, I can move 1 over 1. Yeah. Maybe, we'll see. That looks not terrible. Not terrible. I almost want to do something like, oh shit. I almost want to do something like this. Or a curb, and then have like grass kind of bending over. You can have it kind of overgrown. I think this adds a lot of texture as well. It's a good way to show kind of some of these colors bleeding through. And And then there's some overlap between all of that. Honestly, I'm liking this. Now that there's some color kind of weaving its way through all this, I think it adds a lot of depth and is helping a lot. That's not bad. Actually, like, I kind of like that a lot. Okay, let's change up some of these textures just so. And I think it also helps that I'm utilizing colors in the grass between the rocks that aren't present in other places of the grass. Like this darker green is not present in this texture. I don't believe so. So that's kind of cool. I think that's neat. I could even add a little bit of texture here and there if I wanted to. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Maybe not. No, maybe not. Alright. I like that for a curb. I like that. A little overgrown, but very cool. And showing the texture of the grass kind of overwhelming everything else is very in line with Verdancy Vale, the game. So yeah, I really like that. That's cool. So what I need now, I need to make at least 2 more of the horizontal ones. I need to make, technically I can flip it vertically. I can, it's a Shift V. I can flip this and that's fine for upside down. I don't really care, but I need corners and vertical ones. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, let's go ahead and make more of that. That, but more. Actually, honestly, I'm just gonna copy paste this shit. Well, nah. I want to copy and paste this part. And I'm 100% okay with them being different sizes. I think that's fine. Because then it alternates sizes, so I think that's cool. I really like that actually for the curb. Nice curb appeal with this one. So I'll just do 3 horizontal, 3 vertical, and then flip them, and then we'll do the diagonals. I think that's that'll get us pretty close. Yeah, that'll get us pretty close. So let's go ahead and move back to basics, and it was my fault for not making a default of this beforehand. Naturally, it was my fault. Copy paste. Oops, no, actually I don't need to copy. Alright. Let's make a texture. Oh shit. Let's make a texture here with some more grass. There's that for grass texture. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. This is a little weird up here. Is this color used above? See above. No, it's not. Yeah, I only use 3 colors for my grass, which is nice. Keeps it easy to replicate, I think. Sure. Okay, by me. Let's go ahead and make this. We'll fill in this. Then we'll do my cobblestone as before. Oh, wait, no. Oh, shit, wait. Hold on. Okay, here's some cobblestone. It's fine, and with the simple addition of some grass, this becomes some very nice stuff. And I could kind of dot this through down here. Just give some grass throughout. Give some grass. Be a kind friend. Give some grass. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm really digging that. I'm really digging that. I like that a lot. Oh. Really? If I wanted to be smart about it, I could just rotate it 90 degrees. My vertical ones. Maybe I'll do that. I'm gonna be smart about this. I'll do these 3, then rotate them 90 for my verticals, and then rotate them 180 for my upside down horizontal. So that I only have to do this a few times. I do have to do the diagonals, or the corners rather. And there won't be diagonals to worry about. Is there anything else that I'm not thinking about? I guess corners. No, I already corners I'm already working on. With the other way of doing it, with doing it like this, I had to worry about specific corner textures that were kind of silly. But I'm really liking this so far. Okay. And yes, I'm really trying to continue making grass look similar to how I have it in the other grass textures. I think that's important. You know, maintain that kind of clarity. And make sure that everything looks like the same product generally. How's that? Not bad, but everything here is like kind of in a row. Actually, that was a bad choice. That was a bad choice as well. Only using 3 colors for grass is tough. Only using 3 colors for anything is tough, but I like it. And especially when using, like, I don't know, I think using a palette is so important when you are making a game. It makes everything look generally like it's the same project, plus I think restriction breeds innovation. Right, you think more outside the box and you're forced to learn techniques and things that you wouldn't necessarily otherwise need to learn, and you become a better artist that way. I certainly hope I'm becoming a better artist, but who knows. That's probably enough of that. Oh, this isn't even the brightest color. That's nice to know. Sure. Okay. Some more Stardew Valley. I really like this way of doing curves. This is now my... Oh, I shouldn't use that color. There we go. Those are 3 in a row, which is not nice to do. That's pretty nice. I like that a lot. That's pretty cool. Okay. So, number 3. And let's go ahead and rotate these 90 degrees clockwise. Oops. horizontal flip. Okay, and we'll do, oops. We'll do vertical flip on this. So now we have our verticals and horizontals. Fantastic. And they won't line up perfectly like that. So there will be some variation. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Okay, awesome. So, oh, I know why my brain wasn't working. Because I need curbs for both directions. I mean, I need curbs for having both. Hold on. Is this it? Why don't I just... So I need grass on the inside and grass on the outside for an L. But I only need 1 L each. So that's cool. So I only need 8. I mean, no, I only need 2. Wow, that's true, I guess. I only need 2. That's convenient. And we'll do... this one can be cobble in the middle. Have to decide. Well, it goes in the middle, so I know where it has to be. So hold on. So yes, it has to go here. Okay, and then this has to be here. Okay. Okay. This should be different bricks, but figure that out in a sec. That's not too bad though. Or an L. Hi, Caesarean Shifts. How you doing? Welcome. If I do one right here, and then mirror it right there. It's not too bad. That looks, well, real, actually, I should do one right here, and then one like right here maybe. Currently working on some on a tile set for my game. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I think that looks good. It looks imperfect, which I think is the key here. Absolutely. Okay. Cool. Okay, sick. Yes, I like that. I could make this, no, that's perfect size. So fill this in, make some grass here. I redid my grass textures a while back, and I'm glad I did because these are way easier to do than the other grass that I was making. Oops. Thanks, I'm glad to hear it. That's generally the idea. Make it kind of chill. Art streams, I don't know. Some people try to go over energetic. I think it's cool to just have something to listen to, put on in the background, chill with, you know. All right. So thanks for hanging out. You're welcome to check out the links in below the stream if you're interested, or not, totally up to you. I do tutorials, game dev tutorials on YouTube, and I've been working on my first big game for about 1.5 years now. But I just started streaming because I wanted to be able to engage with people, share stuff, you know. Other streams help you with your work, really calms you. Thanks, appreciate it. What kind of work do you do? Do you do pixel art work? Let's blend this a little bit. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. You programming just found pixel art stream, so oh neat. I definitely am more on the programming side. So it makes me happy when people watch me do pixel art and find it at least somewhat entertaining or relaxing. Okay, sick. I think that looks good. Cool. What kind of stuff do you program? Alright. Yeah, I like that a lot. Cool. This... Did I steal this above from something? I need to see. Yeah, I did. Let's just... wipe this clean for a sec. Simulations for uni and more for recreational. You do web stuff. Cool. That's awesome. Are you studying computer science or engineering? Or is it an auxiliary interest? Oh, you work at uni. Oh, neat. That's awesome. I'd love to work in a university someday. So my degree is in computer hardware engineering. I got a minor in software engineering and math, and I just really love STEM. I'd love to teach. I mean, it would be cool if my, you know, games are a success and I could, you know, teach game dev, but really I love hardware engineering, so programming things like embedded systems and using like HDLs for like simultaneous execution on things like FPGAs and that kind of thing. But yeah, I worked in defense for a few years, so I'm kind of an odd duck in game development. But I'd love to teach anything from, yeah, low level hardware stuff to high level stuff. Computer science is so interesting, and I don't know, stuff I learned in school has helped me a lot with in industry and in game development, so yeah. Alright, I like this corner. I'm pretty happy with that. And then I can just do the old flip for that. Do a flip here for this. And do both for this. Let's just move this over. There you go. It with both right there, it's a little freaks me out a little bit. I like this, actually looks really nice. It almost looks like a rose or a statue from above. That looks pretty sick, actually. I really like that. I might use that somewhere. That's sick. Okay, so finish my corners. Now I need to work on the inverted corners, which would be grass on the inside and cobblestone on the outside, and then I'll be all done with this tile set and can start filling out my game a little bit. Oh, with that, I mean, I have plenty of textures in my game, but... What do you teach at university? So what I'm gonna do for this is take this left one, put it over here. Fluid mechanics, it's also more of an assistant job. That's still cool. Thankfully, I never had to take fluids. All of those ME and civil classes scared the hell out of me. So power to you. Yeah, so basically I need to invert this. I'm gonna actually pull this over here. We will... Let's see. Oh, what I should also do is grab one of... Oops. Grab this. Now I can connect these. Wow, my brain is not awake enough for this. Even though it's like 3 p.m. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, is that... where do I cut that off? 1, 2, so then I cut it here, I think. Yeah. Yes, I do. Am I dumb or am I smart? Who knows? Let's paint over this. We're gonna retexture all of it. I don't want it to match any of the other squares. Same as above. Let's just redo all of this. Yeah. Okay, that's a good corner. Like that corner. That is a nice corner. There we go. Alright. Oh shit, oh shit. Not bad. I actually like this corner being highlighted like that. I'll probably keep that. Let's go ahead and start adding some of these darker textures in here. Oh, I should have done this first. I just listen to this song. Let's change it up a little bit. All right. Animal Crossing music. Always good for this time of day. All right. Stream will probably be little shorts today, probably ends pretty soon. I have to finish up some chores around the house because it's my wife and my 2nd anniversary today. And I want to make sure she comes home from work and is absolutely floored. Gotta win all the husband points. Not terrible. Yeah, it's not terrible. Maybe I'll do like this. Okay, that looks pretty good. Got some grass on here. Wait a minute. I might be stupid. I am stupid. Damn it. At that age, when younger you thought you'd have a wife and stuff, but you found out you're not interested. Yeah, it is totally strange how things can happen like that. I've talked to a lot of my friends like that. Who, like, when they were younger, either they never thought that they would get married or have kids, and now it's totally the opposite. Or they... Oh no, I'm so smart. I made it. Oh, wow, I'm intelligent. You know, and then, like, when you get to a certain point, you know, in your 20s, you just like find your way of living and find out who you are and realize you don't really necessarily want that, and that's totally cool. Like, I don't know, I think that's great. Like, that's what that time in your life's all about. And like when you get older, just making, like, I don't know, affirming those decisions and realizations about yourself. Maybe you're doing some backwards thinking, trying to justify. Yeah, no, I agree. I think, I mean, if you're happy, then, like, without the things that you thought you wanted, I mean, I don't know. Kids are stupid. Kids think that they want everything everybody else wants. And for a lot of people, that is like, you know, a spouse or whatever, but like if that's not for you, or if you like just like want more time or are waiting till like later in life, that's totally cool too. I think that's awesome. I'm fortunate enough to have found my wife while we were in college. University, that is, for non-Americans. And things just kind of spiraled for me, which has been really nice. You don't know if you could be happier. It's a game of efficiency. Yeah, I totally feel that. Especially like not knowing if you could be happier. And it's kind of like a gamble almost too. Like, would I be happier if I found a spouse, or would it end up just taking away the time that I want to spend doing my own things or working or whatever? Like, I think in my own life, at least, I found that I spent a lot of time in university alone. I didn't date anyone until I met my wife our junior year, our third year of college. So it that kind of changed everything. But I was alone for a long time, really sad about it, because I expected that I would find a spouse easily. But I went to a very small STEM school and it just didn't work out. And I met my wife through friends. But I spent a lot of that time kind of, I don't know, thinking about what makes me feel fulfilled and what I think will fulfill me later in life, you know? Like, it is just like an introspection thing and knowing yourself. And for me, it was deciding that, like, I don't know, it was both like finding the type of person that I wanted to be with, as well as making sure that I was ready for that kind of person. And just, you know, it wasn't, for me, it wasn't so much as, well, sorry, I'm all over the place. When I was younger, when I was in high school, when I was in middle school, I thought that I would be with someone who made me the most happy. And though that is true, I think a better way that I found to look at it is to be with someone who I will feel most fulfilled with, or at least be able to feel fulfilled with. Someone who can support me and let me do the things that I want to do to feel good about myself, both now and in the future. And I think that's important. So I think that's easier to know at any age. That's easier to kind of take a look at, to say, what do I do that makes me feel good, or what makes me feel successful or whatever, and would someone being there help or hinder, or is it leaving it up to chance, you know? I don't know. You've always been very conscious of your use of time, and expectations can absolutely destroy people. Yeah, totally. I completely agree. Yeah, I mean, granted, before my wife, I only dated 2 women, and it was for like a year each, maybe a year and 6 months differently. And it just takes a lot of time, right? I mean, I am very self-minded, very self-motivated, and it was a weird shift for me to be living with my wife now and be devoting a lot of time to her, which I love doing. But it is interesting, and it's something about you know, managing your time you need to think about. I don't know if I did this color properly. Yeah, looks better. Okay. I want to do a little bit of this. Yeah. All right, that's pretty good, I think. I like that a lot. But yeah, you're totally right. Expectations can absolutely destroy people. All right, tile map finished. Tile set, rather, not tile map. silly. All right, cool. So now I have my grass, I have my road, cobblestone, and I have my corners. So now I can put them into my game and start doing all that kind of stuff. That's awesome. I'm pumped about that. It's way more than I expected to get done today. Let's see, I have a little bit of time. I'll call it in about after I finish this chimney, actually. Actually, version control. I need to commit all of this before I forget. That's very important. Someone was in my stream yesterday, or not yesterday, over the weekend, and they were talking about how they lost their project like 5 times. And I was like, yeah, version control helps a lot. Let's see. So inside of this house, on top of the diner, stairs come up on this side, so chimney would make sense over here, maybe, almost. I'll put it here just for now. House exterior. Let's actually put this on the windows layer. Is music too loud? No, it's not. I feel like I listened to the song already. Okay. Oh, house exterior. Oh, shit. Oh, wait. No, I'm smart. Everyone, I'm smart. Yay. You really just have to build yourself up. That's honestly the biggest thing I learned in university, was just that how important it is to believe in yourself. And like how easily you can start to slip on things if you don't. And I'm like very auditory for a lot of things, so it's important to me to it's important for me to hear that. Life lessons with Jacob. All right, that's a good place for the chimney. I think I like that. So is the last thing you need to do before saving? Absolutely. I know, I was like, man, I've been there and it hurts. Maybe I'll make this purple as well. This house is owned by, I always like looking at Val. This is Val. She owns the with and without ponytail. Yes. She owns the diner and lives on top of it. And she's awesome. And she likes purple. So we're gonna make everything purple. It looks pretty bad. I'm just gonna add some like brick looking things. Especially with coding, it's increased. So I love implementing papers and saves the link to the paper in the source code so you could imagine it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I bet that's a huge pain. Yeah, when I'm working on the code for my game, it's constant. And yeah, when I was working for Big Brother, it was always, that's like the first thing they taught me. I worked there like right out of school. So they were like, use version control or you will die. easy trick to make it look like they're bricks. Add a lot of vertical lines and a lot of horizontal shading. Not perfect, but I'm into it. I might actually change everything by one shade. Yeah, I might. Oops, oops, oops. Gotta start with the lightest. Yeah, it's very purple. But I'm alright with that. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Sure. Yeah, sure. Works for me. Working your game for the past 2 years on and off. You've been stuck on the lighting for like a year because you want to get it perfect. It's made for 2D and you made it yourself. That's awesome. You made the engine yourself? That's badass. I almost did. I knew like going into a full-time development that like I have the chops to make my own engine, but I ended up not, just because I knew that it would be an uphill battle with the art and would take a lot of learning, and I wanted to make sure that I was spending my time, you know, most efficiently. But that's just me. That's really just my case. Okay, not too bad. Let's work on the house. Excuse me. I need to fix the shading around. Actually, I want the should need to be a little farther down. Yeah, okay. That works. I'm gonna save everything. Imagine accurate lighting with sun moving and affecting shades. Yeah, that's awesome. Are you using an engine like Unity or Unreal or Godot, or are you writing it all yourself? I nearly did lighting like that. Custom engine, that's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, I almost did that, but since I'm doing pixel art, it would be way harder to do that. If I was doing like someday I'd like to do a like 2.5D game, and then I think I'd do lighting like that, because then shading is dependent entirely on light, you know, rather than pixels. But unfortunately for pixel art, I have to do static lighting, which kind of sucks, takes away the immersion, and I am less happy with it just because I'm like, oh man, I know it'd be so cool if I did lighting like that. But power to you. That sounds really cool. I really like that. It's a 3D game, but it's shaded with it. It's 2D. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's really cool. Love to hear more about it, especially if you have like any info about it, or if you drop by again in the future. Love to keep hearing more about it, because that sounds sick. Oh, I need to do some better I need to do a better job of shading this along this side. There you go. Give it at least the appearance of being... There we go. That looks 1,000,000% better. Yeah, I'm not using that lightly. I do a little anti-aliasing down here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This is like pillow shading, but it doesn't look terrible. Maybe I'll just shade darker. Yeah, I don't care about anti-aliasing. Alright, I like that. The drop by. Awesome. Hey, that's a-okay by me. Like I said earlier, I've been working on this game for 1.5 years full time, and I only just started posting stuff because I wanted to get all the like legal shit out of the way and you know, not have any of my ideas taken. So yeah, power to you. I just think that's awesome. Okay, I think I messed up. Yeah, I did. I messed up the shading. I put it on the wrong layer. What a goofball. But best of luck to you. I'm trying to come up with a good schedule to stream game dev stuff. And even when I stream code, it'll be chill. Alright. So I need to think about how to frame this window better. Oh, these pixels are on the wrong... Oh shit. These pixels are on the wrong layer. Oh. They are. ESO release in 3 years. That's awesome. Do you have someone like specifically working on art? Or are all of you kind of working on it together? That's nice, some shader on that window. That's cool. You mix and match via your strong suits. That's fantastic. Welcome everybody, by the way. If you're watching on YouTube and hear me talking, I'm streaming this on YouTube and on Twitch. You can find links to all my stuff in descriptions and about me's and all that. Thanks for popping in, everyone. But that's awesome. I would love to be able to work on a team again. Alright, there's some shading around the window. Oh. This all needs to be shifted down. Oops, oops, oops. Shit. Okay. Let's just... shift all that down a couple. Alright. I actually don't think I did a tight enough. I did not do it tight enough. Oh no, I did. Okay, cool. Alright, that's not too bad. Cool. I like that a lot. Eventually there will probably be smoke coming out of this chimney. Team of 5, main person had the idea of this game since he was a kid. Y'all met in uni, except for one, which is the brother of the main person. That's awesome. That's super cool. I love that. Power to y'all. I wish the best. I hope you, I hope that someday I get to play your game. Absolutely. You're welcome. Not perfect. It does kind of look like the windows are just on there, but could be worse. The only thing that I can think, I mean, I could wrap something around the edge, but I don't think it would just look like a bigger window. So I think I'm gonna leave it right there. Okay, lots of great progress today. I'm really happy with that. Yeah, really happy with that. Cool. Oh, here's my tea shop. I don't know if I showed that. This theme is animated on the actual texture. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. I think that's a great little house for Val. I want to add some... I want to add some like wear and tear up here, I think. Just, you know, marks that accrue over time. I think that's important. Birds and the whatnots. Thank you for sharing what you did about your game. Alright, that's pretty good. A little bit of wear and tear. Not amazing, but we're gonna stick with it. We're gonna stick with that. I'm gonna lock that in. I don't know what the hell this V is. Alright, sick. Got my tile map. I will import it into a big actual tile set PNG later and put it in my game. But for now, I think I'm going to commit everything and sign off to finish up all my housework. Thanks again for hanging out with me, everyone who did. Caesarean Shifts, you're amazing. Best of luck to everyone. I'll catch you sometime. I might stream tomorrow. Might not. We'll see. I'm trying to come up with a good schedule, so maybe I will. Maybe I'll stream this time every day just to make sure that I get a couple hours of pixel art in regardless. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. It was a lot of fun today. I'll catch you guys around. Peace. That was so stupid. Have a good one.